We have all 4 Modern Horizons 3 precons right here, with Jund Goif Beats, Simic Lands, Jeskai Energy, and 5 color Eldrazi. Which precon will reign supreme? Let's dive into the game. Alright, I'm gonna start the game. I'll draw a card. Then I'm gonna play this Forest and pass the turn.
Okay, I'll draw. I'll play this Temple of Malady tapped, so I get to scry one once it enters the battlefield. I'll leave this card on top, then I'm gonna pass the turn.
Okay, I'll draw, and I'm gonna play this Mystic Monastery tapped, so it makes red, blue, or a white. Then I'm done.
Alright, it's my turn. I'm gonna take the best first turn ever. Draw a card, and I'm gonna play my own Temple of Epiphany, because I just had an epiphany. Yo, I'm just like you, Senpai. Yup. You sure are. And I'm gonna scry one. I'm gonna put it on the bottom. Then off to you, designer.
Okay, I'll draw. I'll play this Urza's Tower.
Oh, you're doing the Tron thing?
Look, it's only an Urza's Tower. It's like an 100 card deck, and what are the chances I'm even gonna have the other
Doesn't
one?
your commander just turn a land into all types?
Little details, stop trying to distract everyone. I'm gonna tap 2, and I'm gonna play this Sylvan Scrying.
So you're just gonna find the
Who knows what I'm trying to do? Stop politicking this early, it's only turn 2. I'm gonna put this totally innocent land into my hand, and I'll pass the turn to you. So in the chaos of it all, I didn't reveal what my Sylvan Scrying looked for. Don't worry, it's a land, but I won't tell anyone which land it is. Designer does this thing where they don't really tell you what they find when other people are talking, and I don't think other people notice. But I'm also too scared to call them out on it, so I just kind of trust they find the right thing.
I'll untap, draw, play a command tower, then I'll tap 2 and play an arcane signet. Then I'm done. Off to you, kid.
Okay, I'll draw. I'll play this Aether Hub, and this gives me 1 energy when it enters the battlefield, and I can tap and pay an energy to make 1 mana of any color I want. Then I'll tap 2 and play this Idol of Oblivion. So Idol of Oblivion can tap to draw a card only if I make a creature token this turn, and I can tap 8 and sacrifice it to make a 10/10 colorless Eldrazi creature token. Then I'm done.
Yo, that seems like it should be in my deck.
Maybe it would be in your deck if someone here didn't screw up sleeving all the decks.
So designer told me to sleeve all the decks. So then I did that, and then I put it all back into one neat pile. Then they got mad at me because they wanted me to keep the decks the same, but they never told me to do that. They just told me to sleeve the decks, so I just sleeved them. Yo, designer, we're playing the game right now, and you need to like be chill, or else the audience is gonna think you're like super negative.
I hate you.
Alright, I'm gonna just take my card draw now. I'll untap, draw a card. Then I'm gonna play a Temple for Eldrazi, the Eldrazi Temple. It taps for a colorless, or it taps for 2 colorless, but I can only use it to cast Eldrazi spells or activate abilities of colorless Eldrazi. Then I'm gonna tap 2 manas and play my Talisman of Conviction, which adds colorless or red or white, but it deals 1 damage to me. Okay, I'm done.
Do the ad read.
Sure thing. Thanks Wizards for sponsoring this video and supporting us. I didn't know Wizards were real.
It's Wizards of the Coast, like the company that makes magic.
I thought you had like connections with like real wizards. That makes a lot more sense.
I'm gonna untap and I'm gonna draw a card. Okay, I'm gonna play this land, but I don't want anyone to like freak out.
What are you gonna play?
I'm gonna play this Dark Depths.
Really? The precon comes with Dark Depths?
It's just a Dark Depths. It doesn't do anything by itself. It's the only land I have in hand. I'm just gonna play it, okay? So Dark Depths comes to the battlefield, 10 ice counters on it. I can pay 3 mana to remove an ice counter, and once there's no more ice counters, it becomes a 20/20 flying creature indestructible. It takes 3 mana to do it each turn. It'll take forever.
Unless you Sylvan Scrying for a Thespian.
Oh, I would never do that.
Sure. Yeah, they would definitely do that.
Oh, I would definitely do that.
We can't do anything about it.
Why does Thespian Stage matter?
Because Stage can copy Dark Depths, and because it's already in play and has no ice counters on it, you automatically get the Merit Lage token. It's a pretty common combo in Legacy.
Oh, yo, Senpai knows a lot about this stuff.
Hey, it's my turn, so I'm just gonna keep taking my turn, if that's cool. I'm gonna tap 3 and play my commander, Omo, Queen of Vesuva. When Omo enters a battlefield or attacks, I can put an everything counter on up to 1 target land and 1 target creature. For lands with an everything counter, they're every land type in addition to other types. And for creatures with an everything counter on it, they're every creature type. So I'm going to target this forest with the everything counter. That means the Urza's Tower now taps for 3 mana because the forest is also a tower and a power plant and also a mine, in addition to all the other types.
So you just assembled Tron.
Sort of, okay? My hand's like awful. Don't worry about it.
I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, so is there anything else?
No, take your turn.
All right, I'll take my turn. Untap, draw. That's a pretty good card. I'm gonna play this Tectonic Edge.
Oh my god, you are so annoying.
I'm gonna leave this right here, just in case you have a Thespian stage.
I told you I don't have a Thespian stage.
Then you don't have to worry about it. Then I'll tap the Command Tower and the Arcane Signet for a Grenzo Havoc Razor. So whenever a creature I control deals combat damage to a player, I get to choose one. I get to goad a creature that player controls, or I get to exile the top card of that player's library. And until end of turn, I can cast that spell and use mana as if it's any color to play that spell. Then I'm done.
I feel like that Tectonic Edge just saved us. I don't have Thespian stage. I don't know why everyone's just ganging up on me all the time. Okay, I'll draw my card for turn. I'll play this Plains. Then I'm going to tap 3 and play a Professional Facebreaker. Professional Facebreaker has Menace, and whenever one or more creatures I control deal combat damage to a player, I get to make a treasure token. I can also sacrifice a treasure token, exile a top card of my library, and I can play that card this turn.
Yo, that card's in ZDH.
Is it? That's cool. Well, I'm done.
So Professional Facebreaker is like a Tymna attacker to help you draw cards and also get treasures. So you can play your Adnos, but also you can crack your top deck tutors with the Facebreaker's ability. They're super medium in Tymna Crom, but I like it. Right, Ted?
Alright, my turn. I'll draw a card. Then I'm gonna play this a Darker Waste. It adds a colorless, or I can add a white or a blue, and deals 1 damage to me. Then I'm gonna tap everything. Eldrazi Temple makes 2 colorless to play the Eldrazi's, which is my commander. So I'm gonna play Ulalek, Fused Atrocity. Ulalek has Devoid, which means has no color, and also whenever I cast an Eldrazi spell, I can pay 2 manas. And if I do, I get to copy all spells I control, then all activated and triggered abilities I control as well. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. It's also a 2/5. Alright, I'm done. Pass the turn.
Okay, I'll untap, draw a card. You are so annoying.
You have a Thespian stage, don't you?
No, I don't. I'm just saying you're a very annoying person, and I hate playing this
It's
game
not my
with you.
fault you keep inviting me.
I'm gonna play an Overflowing Basin, which I can tap a colorless and add a green and a blue. Then I'll tap for 3 colorless from the tower.
Seems pretty good.
You want to destroy my forest?
It's fun. You can have 3 colors.
Thanks. Then I'll spend 2 colorless and a green, and I'm gonna play a Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Dryad of the Elysian Grove lets me play an additional land on each of my turns, and also lands I control are every basic land type, in addition to their other types. So they tap for all 5.
Seems pretty good. Didn't realize this deck is Tron and Titan as well.
I've never seen you politic this hard in my entire life.
I'm not politicking. I'm just stating something interesting.
I'll tap this Overflowing Basin, using the colors to add a blue and a green, and I'm gonna play this Wonderscape Sage. I can tap it to bounce a land back to my hand to draw a card. Then I'll have to discard a card unless that land has a non-basic land type. So with Omo and her everything counters, I won't have to discard with the Wonderscape Sage.
Yo, that's a pretty good combo.
It's not bad. There's no free attacks, so I'm not gonna go to combat. Then I'm gonna pass a turn.
I'm not going to activate this Tectonic Edge, so I'm just going to go to my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to play this Forest. I'm going to tap 3 and play a Polyglyph. I get it. Polyglyph has Trample and Myriad, so whenever it attacks, I get to make a copy of it tapped and attacking for all the other opponents. And then its power and toughness is the same rule as Tarmogoyf. So it counts each card type in all graveyards, and the toughness is that number +1. And if that's cool, I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay, gonna start my turn. I'm gonna play this Plains. Then I'm gonna tap 4 and play Satya, Aetherflux Genius. My commander has Menace Haste, and whenever they attack, they can create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of one other target non-token creature I control. Then I get 2 energy. And at the beginning of my next end step, I can sacrifice that token unless I pay energy equal to its mana value. So I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna swing everything at your boy because your boy only has 1 blocker. Sorry.
It's okay, I know it's not personal.
I'm gonna trigger my commander and target the Professional Facebreaker to make a copy of Professional Facebreaker.
Oh wow, that's pretty good.
That copy of Facebreaker is also gonna be attacking your boy. So in total, you're gonna take 7 damage.
Oh dang, alright. I'll go to 33.
Then I'll trigger both my Professional Facebreakers to make 2 treasures. I add 2 energy because of my commander, Then I'm going to go to my second main phase. I'm going to tap my Idle Oblivion to draw a card. Then I'm going to go to my end step and sacrifice this Professional Facebreaker token.
Wait, but you have 3 energies. Can't you keep it?
Yeah, I don't want to keep it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Then I'm done.
Yo, everyone's taking super big turns. I want to do something cool. Yo, Ted, let's show them.
I'm gonna play this Caves of Koilos, which just like a Darker Waste adds a colorless, or it adds a white and a black and I take a damage. Then I'm gonna tap my Temple for 2 manas. Wow, this card's pretty good. Eldrazi Temple is part of a pretty infamous modern deck a while ago that got banned because it was so oppressive in how quickly it can play Eldrazi's with lands like Eldrazi Temple and Eye of Ugin. We know that period in Modern as Eldrazi Winter.
Oh, that's really cool. Thanks for the history lesson. I'm gonna keep taking my turn now.
I'm gonna tap the Eldrazi Temple, the Temple of Epiphany on my temples, and then the Caves of Koilos, taking 1 damage because I made it black. Corner 32. Out. And I'm gonna play a Bismuth Mindrender. Bismuth Mindrender has Menace, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card, and I can cast it by paying life equal to the mana value rather than paying the cost. But then Ulalek trigger, because I cast an Eldrazi spells, I can tap 2 colorless and copy all spells I control. So I'm gonna tap the Talisman and the Darker Waste to make a copy of the Mindrender. So I got 2 Mindrenders now, all the minds. And then I'm done.
Okay, I'm going to go take my turn.
Wait, Designer, don't take your turn yet.
Yes.
I think I have to destroy your Dark Depths now, because your Wonderscape Sage can pick up your Dark Depths or Thespian Sage in response to whatever I do.
I would never do that.
I think you would. I just don't like the idea that you're always 1 card away from Dark Depths and Thespian Stage, so I'm just gonna activate my Tectonic Edge and destroy your Dark Depths now.
You're so freaking lame.
I'm gonna tap 1 and tap the Tectonic Edge, and I'm going to sacrifice it and destroy your Dark Depths. And this only works because you have 4 more lands.
I forgot the Tectonic Edge cares about the land quantity. I shouldn't have played the Basin.
That's what it does.
Yup. Dark Depths is gone.
You can continue taking your turn.
Thank you. Okay, I'll untap, then draw a card. Then I'm gonna play this Thespian Stage. I knew it. I knew you had Thespian Stage. I don't know how you know this stuff. It's so dumb.
I just have a sense that you wouldn't play Dark Depths unless you had a Thespian Stage.
Alright, genius, whatever. I'm going to tap my Urza's Tower for 3 colorless.
Sure.
Then I'm gonna tap this Overflowing Basin, spending 1 colorless to add a blue and a green. This means I have 4 mana floating, and I'm gonna play a Eureka Moment. I'm gonna draw 2 cards and put a land card from my hand onto the battlefield. Then I'm gonna put a Lush Oasis onto the battlefield tapped, and it deals 1 damage to target opponent. Senpai take 1.
Makes sense.
Then I'm gonna tap my Wonderscape Sage to bounce my Urza's Tower back to my hand and draw a card. And because it has a non-basic land type, I don't have to discard. Then I'm gonna play a Urza's Tower as my second land for turn because of Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Then I'll tap 5 mana and play a Tatiova Benthic Druid. Tatiova has landfall, and whenever a land enters battlefield under my control, I can gain a life and draw a card. Then I'm gonna attack Rookie for 1, triggering Omo. I'm going to put an everything counter on my Tatiova. Then I'm gonna put an everything counter on my Basin. Then I'm done.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to play this mountain. Then I'm going to tap 5 and play my commander, Dissa the Restless. And Dissa says, whenever a Lurgoyf permanent card is put into my graveyard from anywhere else other than the battlefield, I get to put it on the battlefield. And also whenever one of my creatures deal combat damage to a player, I get to make a Tarmogoyf token. Oh, that's so cool.
It's really weird how excited you are right now. I've never seen you this excited to play Commander before.
I just like Jund, okay? Is that so weird?
It's a little weird.
Thanks, kid. Well, I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna attack Polygoyf and Grenzo both at you, Rookie, because you are tapped out. Oh no! I'm gonna trigger Polygor's Myriad to make 2 more Polygors, 1 going to your boy, 1 going to Designer. And currently, based on Designer's graveyard, there's an instant, a land, and a sorcery. So each of the Polygors are 3/4s, and we'll go to blocks. I'll block my Polygoyf with Ulalek.
And I'll block my Dryad.
Yep. So we'll go to damage. Rookie, you take 3 damage from Polygoyf, then 2 from Grenzo. So I have 2 triggers. Dissa's gonna make a Tarmogoyf token. Then Grenzo's gonna trigger, and I'm going to goad your commander.
Oh, okay.
Then both of these tokens die, and I'll pass a turn.
Alright, untap, draw a card. Then I'm going to play a mountain for turn. So first I'm going to tap 3 and play a conversion apparatus. So conversion apparatus can tap for colorless, I can tap 3 mana and tap it to add 3 energy, or I can tap it and pay 3 energy and add 3 mana in any combination of colors. So now I'm going to tap it and spend all my energy.
Uh-oh, that seems kind of scary.
Then I'll add 3 red. Then I'll tap my 2 lands and the 3 red I have floating to play Blaster Hulk. Blaster Hulk is an artifact creature who's also a pirate, and it costs 1 less for each energy that I spent this turn. It has haste, and whenever it attacks, I get to add 2 energy. Then I get to pay 8 energy and deal 8 damage divided as I choose amongst 8 targets.
Oh, wow. That's why you didn't spend the energies last turn.
Yeah, that was the plan.
This deck's pretty cool too.
See, I'm not the scariest anymore, right? I guess not.
In that case, who do I attack?
Clearly it's Senpai. They're goifing out over there.
I really hate doing this each game, but you can see how Designer has Tron Assemble.
Look, can't you tell that my deck does nothing? It just makes mana and spins its wheels. If we should be worried about anyone, it should be the Eldrazi deck.
Oh, me? Nah, you already hit me. Hit someone else.
I'm going to swing my commander over at Designer because they're goated. Sure. Then I'm also going to swing this Blaster Hulk over to Senpai.
Okay.
Then I'm going to trigger my commander and create a tapped and attacking copy of Blaster Hulk.
Yep.
And the Blaster Hulk's going to go to Designer. Fine. So from this combat, I get 2 energy from Blaster Hulk attacking, and I also get 2 energy from Satya's trigger, giving me 4 energy. Then, good to go to blocks? Yep, I'll take both your commander and also your Blaster Hulk, putting myself down to 29.
And I'm going to block with my Goif token, taking 0 damage.
Yep, because I dealt combat damage to Designer, I get to trigger Professional Facebreaker and add another treasure token. And because I made a Blaster Hulk token, I'm gonna activate Idle Oblivion to draw a card. Then I'm done. The Blaster Hulk token gets sacrificed.
Alright, Ted. It's our time now. It's the Eldrazi time. Let's catch up. Gotta catch up.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Alright, I'm gonna play... what should I do?
So I'm going to swing both of my Eldrazi's over to you, Rookie, because you can't block and they have menace.
Makes sense. I'm gonna take 8.
Then I'm going to trigger my Mind Renders twice. So you exile cards until you exile a non-land card.
Okay. I exile an Aether Squalid Ancient.
Yeah, I'll play it. I'll take 7. So this Sky Whale dude, at the beginning of my upkeep, I get to add 3 energies, and then I can pay a lot of energies and bounce everyone else's creatures. Well, that's pretty good. So that puts me to 25. Then the other Mind Render, I get a Stone Idol Generator. So whenever a creature I control attacks, I get to make energy, and I can pay 6 energy to make a 6/12 colorless construct with Trample. Now I'm the energy deck.
I guess you are.
Okay, so I played both those spells. It's pretty good, pretty good. And then I'm gonna play this Ash Barrens. Then I'm gonna tap 2 lands and a Talisman to play this Chromatic Lantern. So lands I control can tap for any color, and it can tap for any color. Then I'll tap 3 and play an Awakening Zone. So at the beginning of my upkeep, I get to make a 0/1 Eldrazi baby spawn token, and I can sacrifice it to make colorless.
I played the Awakening Zone because I have this Spaghetti Angel that like turns your baby Eldrazi into Angel Eldrazi's. So I want to start getting those.
And then I'm done. Your turn, Designer.
Alright, untap, draw. First, I'm gonna play this Hitting Cataract. So Hitting Cataract enters battlefield tapped, it adds blue, and I can tap 5 mana and sacrifice it to discover 4. Which means I exile cards on the top of my library until I exile a non-land card of mana value 4 or less, and I can play it without paying its mana cost. Then I'll trigger Tatiova and draw a card and gain 1 life, putting myself back to 30. Then I'm going to tap this Urza's Top for 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to play an Ovenwald Hydra. It has reach, and its power and toughness are equal to the number of lands I control. And when it enters a battlefield, I can search my library for a land card and put in the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. So I'm going to look for a Fizuva that's going to enter the battlefield tapped as a copy of the Urza's Tower. Then I'm going to trigger Tatiova, gain a life, and draw a card, which makes a Hydra a 7/7. Then for my second land for turn, I'm going to play this Talon Gates of Madara. So when it enters a battlefield, up to 1 target creature phases out. I can tap for colorless, I can tap 1 and tap it to add 1 mana of any color. I can tap 4 mana to put it from my hand onto the battlefield. Well, that's interesting. What are you going to use that Blaster Hulk on? Are you down to blast some Eldrazi's?
Yo, leave my spaghetti boys alone. They haven't done anything yet.
I guess I can blast some Eldrazi's.
Look at you influencing Rookie's precious mind, designer. Maybe you're the Eldrazi.
In that case, I'm going to phase out the Ulalek.
Yo, why you so uncool? Designer, why you gotta be like that?
I'm scared, okay?
Don't need to be scared.
So, because of my second land for turn, thanks to Dryad, I'm going to trigger Tatiova for landfall, draw a card, and gain a life. And this makes my Hydra an 8/8. Then I'm going to pass the turn.
Alright, untap, draw. Feel pretty behind here, but that's a pretty good draw. I'm going to tap a red and play a Faithless Looting. I'm going to draw 2 cards, then I'm going to discard 2 cards. I'm going to discard a Barragoyf and a Lurgoyf. This triggers Dissa and puts them on the battlefield instead. Barragoyf is basically a Tarmogoyf with Death Touch and Lifelink, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I can mill that many cards, and if I do, I can put a creature card among them into my hand. Lurgoyf is basically just like a Tarmogoyf. Lurgoyf's power and toughness is equal to all creatures in all graveyards, or toughness +1. That's quite good.
Did you just play Faithless Looting and then just cheat into Goyfs?
It seems like I did, designer.
That is broken.
Yeah. This deck's pretty cool.
You know what? I'm glad you're having a good time, Senpai, because that's what cards are about. You play cards you like with a company you enjoy.
Thanks. So I'm gonna go to combat. My Goyfs are still 3 power, which isn't a lot. I'm gonna swing Dissa over to Rookie.
Oh, okay. I won't block.
Alright, you take 5, then trigger Dissa, and I'm gonna make a Goyf token. Second main phase, I'll tap 3, and I'm gonna play a Grist, the Hunger Tide.
That deck comes with Grist?
Yeah, it comes with Grist. So as long as Grist isn't on the battlefield, it's a 1/1 insect creature in addition to its other types. I can add 1 loyalty to make a black and green insect token, then mill a card. If that card happens to be an insect, I get to do it again. I can remove 2 loyalty counters to sacrifice a creature. If I do, I can destroy a creature or a planeswalker, and I can remove 5 loyalty counters, and each opponent loses life equal to the number of creature cards in my graveyard.
Wait. Before you announce your target, I won't attack your stuff. Just don't destroy my stuff, okay?
Yo, Senpai, we're homies, right?
Your boy. Your board has 2 Eldrazi's.
Okay, I won't go at you.
Let me guess, kid. You won't go at me either.
I don't think I can attack anyone else aside from...
Yo, alright.
I'm gonna destroy the Aether Skull Ancient. That's fair. It's not my creature, so I'm down. I'm gonna remove 2 loyalty counters, and I'm gonna sacrifice this Grenzo and destroy the Ancient. Alright, bye Sky Whale. You were cool. Then I'm done.
Alright, I'll untap. Oh, draw a card. So I'm going to tap 5, 6, sacrifice 2 treasures, and play a Salvation Colossus. Salvation Colossus has Flying, Vigilance, and Trample, and whenever I attack, other creatures I control get +2/+2, and gain Indestructible until end of turn. I can also unearth it by paying 8 energy.
Yo, this deck is like pretty strong.
Yeah, I would have never expected the energy deck to pop off like this. Neither did I. So I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to attack.
Yo, kid, just chill.
I think I just have to attack with everything.
Okay, but you don't have to attack me, you know? Attack Senpai, attack Designer, you know?
I think I'm just gonna have to attack you.
Alright, I tried.
I'm gonna attack my commander to copy Blaster Hulk and add 2 more energy. Blaster Hulk attacks and triggers and also adds 2 more energy, putting me at 8. Then I'm going to pay 8 and I'm going to deal 8 damage to the Hydra. What? The Hydra's scary. But the Hydra wasn't even going to attack you. You were fine.
Look, they just did it, Designer. Just let it go.
Fine. Blaster Hulk deals 8 damage to the Hydra, and then everything has +2/+2 because of Salvation Colossus. So that's 10 each from both Hulks. Oh no. 5 damage from my commander, and then 2 damage from Professional Facebreaker. So that's more than lethal.
I was like so close to doing some cool stuff.
I'm sorry, boy.
Okay, that's cool, you know? Spaghetti monsters take it on the chin up. That's what we do. That's the spaghetti life.
I don't think that's how they behave.
Just let them have it, kid. You just killed them.
You know what? Not every game's gonna be like a super good one for me, but Ulalek is pretty cool. I got to play like the whale boy and got some energies, and I was gonna have some spaghetti angels. So I'm still like super thankful that I get to hang out with my friends and have a good time. So we spaghetti boys stay winning.
So I have a professional facebreaker trigger and add another treasure, and I'm going to tap this Idle Oblivion to draw a card. And I'm going to play this Fury Calm Snarl tapped, which just adds a red or a white. Then I'm done. It's your turn, designer. Okay, I'm going to tap my Wonderscape Sage. I'm going to put this Lush Oasis back into my hand, and I'm going to draw a card. Now I'm going to untap, then I'm going to draw a card for turn. I'm going to play a Lush Oasis tapped and target Rookie. You take one. Then I'll trigger Tatiova and gain a life, draw a card. Then I'll play my second land for turn, which is an island, gain a life, draw a card. So first of all, I'm going to tap 6 from my Urza's Tower and my Vesuva, copying Urza's Tower. Then I'm going to tap a green, another green, and I'm going to play this Apex Devastator. Oh wow. So as I cast a spell, I get to exile cards from the top of my library until I exile a non-land card that costs less. I can play it for free. I'll do that 4 times. First, I reveal a Nissa, Steward of Elements, which actually, funny enough, doesn't do anything. For my second cascade, I'm going to reveal this Curse of the Swine, and I'm going to decline to cast it. Then I'm going to reveal a Grapple of the Past. So I'll mill 3 cards, and I can return a creature and land card from my graveyard to my hand. So I will mill 3, and I'm going to put this Dark Depths back into my hand.
Oh.
Yep. Then last cascade, I'm going to reveal this Mana Reflection. So if I tap a permanent for mana, it produces twice as much of that mana instead.
Oh wow.
So I'm going to tap 3 lands for 6 and play a Dreamstone Hedron, which taps for 3 normally, but I can tap for 6 now thanks to Mana Reflection. I'll tap for 6, and I'm going to tap this blue for a Propaganda. Then I'm done. Your turn, Senpai.
Okay. I'll draw a card. Nice. I'll play a Tainted Wood for a turn. Rookie. I think we're gonna have to work together on this one. I don't know how I'm gonna beat designer with the problem.
Senpai, you're not beating me here. I already have Tron assembled.
Classic modern problems. Okay. I'm gonna tap 4 and play a Sawhorn Nemesis. A Sawhorn Nemesis enters the battlefield, I'll choose a player, and if a source would deal damage to that chosen player or permanent they control, it deals double that damage. So I'm gonna choose designer.
Of course.
Rookie. If I swing my Barragoyf at you, can you not block so I can try to draw something to deal with designer?
I'm kind of low, but sure.
Thanks. I'm going to tackle Barragoyf. It's currently a 5/6.
Okay, I'll take 5 and go to 17.
I'll gain 5. I'll trigger Dissa to make another Tarmogoyf.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Then I'm going to mill 5. I'm going to mill Swamp, Satyr Wayfinder, Mortivore, Smoldering Marsh, and a Pyrogoyf. So I'm going to complete resolving Barragoyf's ability, and I'm going to put the Wayfinder back in my hand. Then I'll trigger Dissa because 2 Goyfs were milled. They're both going to enter the battlefield. I'm going to put in a Pyrogoyf. So Pyrogoyf's power and toughness is the same rules as the Tarmogoyf. And whenever Pyrogoyf or another Lurgoyf creature enters the battlefield, that creature deals damage equal to its power to any target. So again, the power is currently 5. So I'm going to deal 5 to designer, which will be 10 damage, putting you to 24.
Calm down, okay? Wait. Before you target a Mortivore, I'm just gonna do it anyways. Okay.
And Mortivore's power and toughness equal to the number of creature cards in all graveyards. So that'll be 1, 2, 3. That'll be 6 damage to you because of the Sawhorn Nemesis. I'll activate Grist, mill a card, make an insect, and I mill an Azoni, Thousand-Eyed. Then I'm done.
Okay, I'll untap and I'll draw a card. Okay, Rookie, I know, I'm very scary, right? I know I'm very scary. Can you also see how Senpai's board is like getting out of control? And if you like kill me now, like we can't beat him, or you can't beat him? I don't know, I feel like I'll see what happens. Sure, okay. So first I'm gonna tap 4 and play Aetherstorm Rock. Aetherstorm Rock, when it enters a battlefield or another creature enters a battlefield under my control, I get to add an energy. So I'm gonna add 1, putting myself back to 1. And whenever Aetherstorm Rock attacks, I can pay 2. And if I do, I get to put a +1/+1 counter on it and tap up to 1 target creature defending player controls. So now I'm gonna go to combat. And I'm going to swing the Blaster Hulk and my commander both at Senpai. Attack both at Senpai, trigger Satya, and make another copy of Blaster Hulk again. So I'm going to add 2 energy from my commander, 2 energy from Blaster Hulk attacking, and 1 energy from Aetherstorm Rock because of the new token. That puts me at 6 energy. And all of this is going to go at Senpai, and they both have +2/+2, and indestructible.
That's 25 damage, huh?
Yep.
I'll block all 3 of your creatures with 2 Goyfs and an insect, leaving me with 1 Goyf token.
Then second main phase, I'll tap my Idle Oblivion, to draw a card. Then I'll tap 3 and tap my conversion apparatus to add 3 more energy, put myself at 9. Then I'll go to the end step and I'm going to pay 8 energy to keep my Blaster Hulk around. Then I'm done. In my hand is a Broody Clad, so my plan is to keep this Blast Titan around to copy on combat, then swing out everything and make 8 energy and blast Designer in the face. Alright, my turn. Draw. I'm gonna play this Dark Depths, trigger Tatiova, gain a life, draw a card. Then I'm gonna tap 3 and play March of Velas Veil. So March of Velas Veil says choose a non-basic land type. Each land I control of that type becomes a copy of target creature I control until end of turn, and they gain haste. So I'm going to target the Apex Devastator. I'm going to choose Urza's Tower, and each land I control is going to be a copy of Apex Devastator. Oh wow. Yep, then I'm going to swing everything at Rookie. Oh, I only have 3 blockers. That you do. And that's still 20 damage even if I block everything. Yep. You have anything? No, so yeah, I'm dead. I guess it was my bad. I didn't expect Designer was going to have 5 copies of Apex Devastators, but my deck was super cool, and I've always wanted to have an energy deck work and felt like this deck was very powerful, so maybe if I wasn't so aggressive. Then I'm going to tap the Hidden Cataract and the Lush Oasis for 4 mana and play Imprison on the Moon on your Pyrogoyf, making it lose all abilities and it's just a colorless land.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tap the Dreamstone Hedron for 6. I'm going to spend 2 of it and have my Thespian Stage copy Dark Depths.
Yeah, you do that.
So Thespian Stage becomes a copy of Dark Depths. I'm going to sacrifice the original and Merit Lage.
Yeah, you have a Merit Lage.
Then I'll play a second land for turn, which will be an island, and gain a life, draw a card. And then I'll pass a turn.
I'll take my turn and draw a card.
Sure.
So what I'm going to do is...
And also, don't forget, I have a flying 20/20.
Yeah, I know, Designer. I know.
And also, all my mana taps are double.
Yes, I know.
Oh, it's so over for you. You're so dead. I don't even know why you're not just conceding here.
I'm just playing for the show, okay? So I'm going to tap 3 and Beast Within the Imprison in the Moon.
Sure.
Then I'll tap 3 and flashback my Faithless Looting.
Okay.
I'll draw 2 and discard 2. So I'll discard this Satyr Wayfinder and this Siege Gang Lieutenant.
Okay, great. What's next, Duke of Judd?
That was kind of it. So I'm going to play this Tainted Peak and then can attack you, so I'll pass a turn. So the propaganda really limits my attacks. I could have tapped 6 and swung with 3 Goyfs and pressured Designer's line of creatures, but at this point they can trade their commander and the other creatures pretty easily, and I'm on a 3-turn clock from Merit Lage at least. So the only shot really is to try to loot into a Goyf for a lethal Pyrogoyf trigger.
Good job. I'll untap, go to my turn, draw a card. So here's what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to tap this Dreamstone Hedron for 6 colorless.
Sure.
Then I'm going to tap this island for double blue.
Okay.
I'm going to play this replication technique targeting Mana Reflection to create a token copy of it. Any responses?
Nope. No responses.
Great. So now I have 2 Mana Reflections, and whenever I tap any of my mana sources, it produces double, then double of that.
I believe it is.
So first I'll tap this Urza's Tower for 12 mana, because double of 3 is 6, double of 6 is 12.
Seems correct.
So that puts me at 13 colorless and 1 blue. Then I'll tap this copy of Urza's Tower for another 12.
Okay.
Then I'll activate Wonderscape Sage and put Urza's Tower back in my hand.
Okay.
Replay Urza's Tower and trigger Tatiova. I'll gain a life and draw a card.
I have no responses to whatever you're doing.
Great. So I'll tap Urza's Tower one more time for another 12 more mana.
Okay.
So that puts me at 37 floating blue. So I'll tap the Talon Gates for another 4 more mana.
Sure.
Which puts me at 41 colorless. Then I'll tap this island for 4 blue, because double of 1 is 2, double of 2 is 4.
Yep.
So now that I have 5 blue floating and 41 colorless. So then I'm going to play Drowning Dreams.
Yo, Designer, can I tell you something real quick, Designer, before you cast a spell?
Interrupt me again, and you're never coming back on this show. Nothing you say here is gonna matter, okay?
Oh. Alright.
Drowning Dream says target player draws X, or target player mills twice of X, and if I control my commander, which I do, then I can get both of these effects. So you're gonna mill twice of X, and I'm gonna draw X. And X here is gonna be 46 mana floating, so minus 3, 43. So you're gonna mill 86 cards, and I'm gonna draw 43. Is that good?
Yeah, I don't have any responses to that.
Great. So I'm gonna draw 43 first.
Sure.
Now you flip over your deck and we call it a good game. Shake hands. Sign the slip?
Well, it has to go to my turn first, right?
Sure. Okay, whatever. Go to your turn.
I'm going to finish resolving your spell. I'm going to put my entire library into my graveyard.
Yes. Then I'll pass a turn.
Wait, designer.
What are you doing?
We're not done yet.
What do you mean we're not done? I just milled you out.
Read my commander.
What does your do nothing commander even do?
As part of the resolution of your spell, I now have a trigger from Dissa.
Whatever Lurgoyf permanent card is put into the graveyard from the bat. Oh my god.
I was gonna tell designer about that, but Ted says as long as we try, that's all that matters. If people don't want our help, that's on them.
Do you have any responses?
I will tap this Hidden Cataract for 4 blue.
Okay.
I'm gonna Pongify your Pyrogoyf.
Okay, it's destroyed. Are we good to resolve the triggers?
Sure.
So I will get an Altar of the Goyf, which doesn't matter at this moment. And I'm also going to get this Graveshifter, who, because of a changeling, is also a Lurgoyf. So I'm going to return a creature card from my graveyard to my hand, which will be the Pyrogoyf.
Sure.
Then I'm going to put this Necrogoyf into the battlefield. So Necrogoyf's power is equal to the number of creature cards in all graveyards.
Sure.
And at the beginning of each player's upkeep, they discard a card.
Okay.
Then I'll put this Tarmogoyf Nest onto the battlefield. It's going to target my mountain.
Sure.
And Tarmogoyf Nest says Enchanted Land has tap 2, tap it to make a Tarmogoyf token.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that's all the Goyfs in this deck. You're good to resolve your turn.
I can't believe we're still playing this.
Look, you could just pass the turn if you want to, but I'm going to keep playing.
Okay, I'm going to then, first of all, I'm just going to spend my floating mana by playing a Fog Bank and also an Expedition Map.
Sure.
Then I'll go to combat and attack you for 20.
Take 20. Go to 24. Anything else?
Then for my second land for turn, I'm going to play this Urza's Mine.
Okay.
Then in my second main phase, I'm going to tap this Urza's Mine for 8 mana.
Sure.
Then I'll tap this Lush Oasis for 4 more blue. Then I'm going to play this Finale Revelation for 12 mana, where X is 10. I'm going to draw 10 cards, untap up to 5 lands, and have no maximum hand size. Then I'll exile this card.
Sure.
So I'll draw 10, then I'll untap 5 lands. I'll untap both my Urza's Towers, and my Urza's Mine, my Lush Oasis, and my Island. And you know what? I'm just going to pass the turn.
Okay. I'll go to my turn.
Now is a good game? Are you happy now? Are we done here?
I'll resolve my Necrogoyf.
What does it do?
It makes me discard a card. And I'll discard this Pyrogoyf.
Okay, you discard a Pyrogoyf. Go to draw?
Designer. Because Pyrogoyf went from my hand to my graveyard, I'll trigger Dissa and put Pyrogoyf on the battlefield.
Oh my god, we're still playing this.
Do you have any responses?
I do not have an instant speed response here.
Okay, so I'll put Pyrogoyf on the battlefield.
Sure.
And Pyrogoyf's power is equal to all card types. So I believe my entire deck's in my graveyard. So that is artifact, creature, enchantment, instant, land, planeswalker, and sorcery. So my Pyrogoyf has 7 power.
Okay.
So Pyrogoyf enters the battlefield and deals 14 damage to you in total. So you go to 8.
Sure. Go to draw set?
No. I'm now going to tap my Tarmogoyf's Nest and create a Tarmogoyf token who also has 7 power. Trigger Pyrogoyf.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me?
And I'm going to target you, which will deal 14 damage. Good game? Alright, I guess I'll close the game out. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yo, you gotta engage the audience, Senpai. Yo, if you like any of these decks, let us know in the comments. And if you wanna get one, check the link in the description box below.
How do you know there's going to be a link in the description box?
All YouTube videos got description links. And if you haven't seen the first episode of us playing Commander, then you gotta check it out right here where we play the Thunder Junctions.
Did designer just leave the building?
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Bye!